It's a sunny Sunday in Spain. Welcome along to the Spanish Grand Prix, the 52nd World Championship Spanish Grand Prix, where Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton have 6 wins apiece as the most successful drivers, and where Ferrari have 12 wins in the past and start on pole today with Charles Leclerc. Pole has won this race 23 times out of 31 previous occasions here at the Circuit de Catalunya. 74% of all the successes have come from pole, and there's a long run down to turn 1, but the advantage of that pole sitter has been evident over the years. 2 DRS zones to try and help overtaking, 16 corners, and you take your lap time at full throttle for 63% of the lap. And here's that long run down into turn 1, where Max Verstappen got his elbows out 12 months ago and muscled his way past Lewis Hamilton at the start. Let's head from turn 1 to turn 4. Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll battling, Alpine and Aston Martin, and Alonso, who starts from the back of the grid today, getting his elbows out, but eventually having to concede the place. Let's now go to turns 10 and 11. This is Hamilton and Bottas, teammates at the time. That's the second real overtaking spot on the track. Turn 1 and turn 10, the places where you can get past. Here are the tyre compounds. Pirelli have brought the hardest tyres in their range. The C1, the C2 and the C3. The soft tyre in these really hot conditions might just come into its own with its working window, working very nicely in the support races earlier today. Could that be the favourite race tyre? Here's the starting grid then. Ferrari on pole, but Fernando Alonso, who won here for Ferrari, starting at the back. Complete power unit change. He's 20th. Nicholas Latifi ahead of him, and Alex Albon in 18th after out-qualifying Latifi for the 6th time this season. Lance Stroll starts 17th behind his teammate Sebastian Vettel. Both Aston Martins out in Q1. Zhou Guanyu starts 15th for Alfa Romeo, and then there's the 2 Alpha Tauris of Tsunoda and Gasly lining up alongside each other. Esteban Ocon starts 12th. Lando Norris, who has not been feeling at all well so far this weekend, starts 11th. Mick Schumacher into Q3 for the first time in his career, starts 10th, with Daniel Ricciardo keeping him company. Kevin Magnussen 8th as Haas get both drivers into Q3. Valtteri Bottas starts 7th. He's been on the podium last 4 years here. Lewis Hamilton has been alongside him on that podium. Sergio Perez still searching for a first podium here, and it's George Russell in 4th, and Carlos Sainz with his highest ever start in his home race, who lines up 3rd. Max Verstappen on the front row alongside Charles Leclerc on pole. The 4th time this season those two have shared the front row, and it's Leclerc who leads the championship ahead of Max Verstappen. Those two have given us some delight so far this season. Martin Brundle, who's going to come out on top today? It's a bit of a guessing game because both drivers have equally good attributes.